Good morning, student. Today we are going to start next chapter in our DK Goel book, and if we are going with the NCRT, then next topic double entry system. Okay, beta, double entry system. Actually, the whole sole entry we are utilizing in our accounting, beta, that all depend on the double entry system. Okay, this double entry system is one of the scientific system that will utilize in all the business for the accounting treatment. Okay, beta, then we are going to start the meaning of double entry system. Okay, beta, what is the meaning of double entry system? Double entry system is system in which every transaction have two sides. One is debited and second is credited on the behalf of some certain rule is called double entry system. It means all the transaction have two sides. Okay, beta, two sides. One is giver, one is receiver. Something is in, something out. Okay, beta, two sides is there. Without the two sides, you cannot think about the any transaction. If any transaction done, then sure and certain they have two sides. And in this double entry system, we are going to take these two sides, one debited and one credited behalf of some certain rule is called double entry system. Double entry system is system in which we are taking the all transactions, both side, one is debited and second is credited on the behalf of some certain rule is called double entry system. Okay, beta, clear about the definition? We are talking about the meaning. The double entry system, in this double entry system we are going to take every transactions, both side, or you say both side of every transaction, one side debited and second side credited on the behalf of some certain rule that is called double entry system. Okay, beta, clear? Double system is what, beta? Double system is system in which we are taking the both side of every transactions, one debited, second credited on the behalf of some certain rule. Okay, beta, clear? Now I think double entry system is clear. Now we are going for the classification of account, because this double entry system is working on this different account with his different rule, beta. Okay, the different account with the different rule. On the basis of this rule, this double entry system will work. Okay, beta, double entry system in theory part is okay. Double entry system is okay, beta. No problem about the double entry system. Okay, clear? Double entry system is clear, beta. Okay, now we are going for the classification of account. Classification of account. On the basis of double entry system, we are going to divide the all accounts or all head which we are utilizing in our accounting in two parts. One is personal and second is impersonal. One is personal and second is impersonal. Personal means the account which is related with the name of person or firm or business or shop. That all will come in the personal account. Okay, beta? Personal account is the account in which we are going to take the name of person, the name of firm, the name of business, the name of shop, the name of company. These all are coming in personal account as like that. Ram account, Mahesh account, Dinesh account, my account, Dheeraj Srivastava account, Little Flower account, Tata and Birla account, Tata Industries account, Reliance account. These are what? These all are coming in a personal account. And impersonal, in this impersonal, we are taking the account in which personal is not available, that is relate with the things are income and expenditure. The account which is relate with the things are income and expenditure, that is called impersonal account, in which person is not included. As like if you are talking about the any goods, any expense, any income, any assets, land, building, plant, machinery, vehicle, salary, rent, commission, these all account treating like a impersonal account beta. These all account treating like a impersonal account. Clear beta? Personal clear, impersonal clear or not? Because it's a very important. Without the clarity of this personal and impersonal, we cannot follow its rule also. Okay beta? So personal account is account in which we are taking the name of person, business, company, firm, and impersonal in which we are going to take the goods, assets, income and expenditure. Okay beta? Clear? Now I am going for the more. Personal account is divided in three parts. Personal account divided in three parts: natural personal, artificial personal and representative personal. Okay beta? Natural personal, artificial personal and representative personal. First we are going with the natural personal. Natural personal means we are the name of any person. We are natural. Okay, we are, if the name of account is related with the name of any person, direct with the person, Ram, Ramesh, Mahesh, Dinesh, Vikas, like that. If name is there, so that all account is called natural personal account. All account is called beta natural personal account. Next, artificial, the account which is related with the name of business, firm, company, society, organization. These are called artificial because that are the not natural. We are the natural. The account which is related with the name of us, that is the natural personal account. An account which is related with the name of firm, business, organization, that is the impersonal. And next, representative, the account which is represent the person, natural personal, that is the representative account. Okay beta? Go for the next. Impersonal divide in two part. Impersonal divide in two part. Okay beta? Impersonal divide in two part. First is real and second is nominal. First is real and second is nominal. First we are going for the real account. Real account is account in which we are taking the all the things account, things name, goods, stock, plant, machinery, land, building. It means the account which is related with the assets or goods, that is called real account. It means real things. Fan account, furniture account, chair account, mobile accounts, pen accounts, cash account, building accounts, lands accounts. These are what? These are like a things. Okay? The account which is related with the name of things, that is called things, assets, goods, that is called a real account. Okay beta? Then next, nominal account, the account which is related with the income and expenditure. The account which is related with the income and expenditure, that is called nominal account. Okay beta? The account which is related with the income and expenditure, profit and loss, that is called what? Nominal account. As like salary account, commission account, rent account, discount account. These are what? these all interest account, these all are the income or expenditure. So the account which is related with the income or expenditure or name of income or expenditure, that is called beta, that is called nominal account beta. Clear? Up to this is clear. Next, real account is divided in two parts. Real account divided in two parts, and first part is tangible and second is intangible. Tangible means the account or the real account which we can see, touch, that is tangible. Which we can see and touch, that is tangible. Okay? Clear? Which is tangible. Clear beta? And the account which we cannot touch, we cannot see, that is intangible. As like that, intangible, land, building, plant, machinery, these all are tangible account. And in the intangible account, goodwill, patent, trademarks, these all about beta, these all are the intangible account. Clear beta? These all are the intangible account that we cannot see and we cannot touch. They have no any physical things. Okay beta? They have no any physical things. Okay? Clear? Next, after the explaining of these all, we are now going to again see some name of accounts that is related with the different account. If the account which is related with the name of person, that is called personal account. Name of the person, business, firm, that is called personal account. The account which is related with the goods, services and assets, that is called real account. The account which is related with the only income and expenditure, profit and loss, that is called nominal account. Okay beta? Clear? Now we are going for the next topic, the rule of treating of these account beta. How we are going to treat these all accounts as a rule, and on the basis of this rule we are going to write the entry in our journal. Okay beta? Write the entry in our journal. Clear? Now start personal account. Two things is there. When I was explaining that double entry system, that time I am telling that in the double entry system we are taking to every transaction both side, one is debited and second is credited. Okay beta? One is debited and second is credited on the behalf of some certain rule. That is this is the rule. On the basis of double interest, on the basis of this rule, in the double interest system we are going to take the all accounts. Okay beta? So first we are going with the personal account. First we are going with the personal account. Debit and credit, receiver. In this personal account, who is receiving, they are debit, and who is giving, they are credit. As like that, if Ram purchase goods from Ramesh, Ram purchase goods from Ramesh, so Ram receiving because he is purchasing beta. When the Ram is purchasing, so Ram is receiving, and receiver are what? Debit and giver credit. It means Ram debit and Ramesh credit. Okay beta? Clear? Same way, money received, Ram received money from Mahesh. Ram received money from Mahesh. If Ram received money from Mahesh, so then Ram receiver, then Ram will debit and Mahesh will credit. Okay beta? Clear? Receiver, debit, giver, credit. Clear or not? Clear beta? As like that, Ram received from Raj. So Ram is receiver. So Ram account debit to Raj. Okay. Ram account debit to Raj. Clear? Okay. Now I am going for the next real account. In this real account, again for debit and credit, what's come in? Come in means come in the business. So what's come in business, that is debit, and what goes out, that is credit. Okay, what's come in, that will the debit, goes out, that will credit. As like that, if you are purchasing furniture in cash, purchase furniture in cash, so then cash you are receiving and cash receiving or giving. Purchase furniture in cash. What you are receiving? Furniture you are receiving, beta. You are receiving furniture. So furniture will debit and cash will credit, because comes in furniture and goes out what? Cash. Okay, beta. Sold goods. Sold goods in cash. In this case, goods goes out and cash come in. So what's come in? Cash will debit. Okay, beta. Cash will debit. Cash will debit and goods will credit, because goes out. Because beta goes out. Okay, again you are purchase machinery in cash. Purchase machinery in cash. Purchase machinery in cash. Then machinery come in the business. And when the machinery come in the business means debit, machinery will debit, and cash goes out means credit. So what comes in debit, what goes out credit. Okay, beta. Same like you are purchasing any type of assets or goods. Okay, then that goods in so then goods account debit to, you are paying by cash, to cash. If you are selling something, okay, so then cash received to cash account debit to goods. Okay, in starting we are using here goods, but after that we are going to use when purchase, then on the place of goods we are using purchase. When sell, so on the place of goods we are using sell. Okay, go for the next, nominal account. It's a very useful, because here the relation with the income and expenditure. So any type of expense or loss, any type of expense or loss debited, and any type of income and profit will credited. Any type of expense and loss debited, and any type of profit and income credited. As like that, rent paid. Rent paid means expense, debit. Rent received, it means income, then credit. Commission paid like an expense, debit. Commission received on the same place is credit. Okay, clear? Interest paid means debit. Interest received means credit. Okay, beta, clear? Discount received means credit. Discount paid means debit. Okay, clear? These are the rule of the all accounts. These are the rule of all account, beta. Clear? Personal account, debit, receiver, credit, giver. Okay, beta. In personal account, debit, receiver, credit, giver. Okay, and in real account, in the real account, what comes in debit and what goes out credit. Clear? in the nominal account, expense and loss, debit, income and profit, credit. Clear beta? Now I think it's well clear all the things. Here I am presenting this entry in not in journal form, but in the question you will go to just show this entry in the form of journal. Just see, it's a journal pro forma. Okay, this is the pro forma of journal. Date, particular, LF, amount, amount debit, amount credit. Okay, clear? All the account is clear? Personal, real and nominal. Personal related with the name of person and business or company. Real, assets, things, real and nominal, income and expenditure. Okay beta? Clear? Thank you.